How you doing, Libra? Let's get right into this, okay? Let's see what we got going for you. Libra. Energies for Libra. Do a Celtic cross for Libra. What are the messages for Libra that will help them to the highest good? Sorry about the noise. Jeez. Pass. Cross for Libra. Okay, Libra. First card out in this Magician in reverse. So, I don't know who you're dealing with. This is your overall energy. I don't know if this is the energy that you're in. I'm gonna take it. But there's something that you are trying to something that you're trying to do in secret, kind of without letting anyone know. The Magician in reverse is, you know, someone who does things in the dark, who practices sleight of hands. Now, maybe you're trying to hide something in particular, maybe about how you feel, what your plans are. And the reason is because you're dealing with a lot of conflict right now. You're dealing with fighting, arguing, competition. Winning at all costs. There's some kind of argument that you're trying to win. I don't know if you are doing the silent treatment or what started this argument, but we'll go into it. Your foundation is the Page of Swords in reverse. This is someone who can be immature, someone who can be quite cutting with their words, someone who doesn't communicate well or has communication issues. Who can be quite immature and says a lot of things that out of anger or in the heat of the moment that they don't really mean. Someone who can be reckless with their words. This is the foundation that you're going on. You're trying to win some kind of argument and you're doing this covertly. Libra, for your past, 8 of Cups in reverse. You're feeling emotionally unfulfilled. You want to go to something more emotionally fulfilling. And you ended up moving away towards something that you feel would be emotionally fulfilling. You have a dream of something in particular, possibly. Something in particular that you want to go to, or someone in particular. But you're moving away because you're unhappy and you think that there's something better out there for you because of all the conflicts, communication issues, fighting, competition. You know, as you can see, the 5 of Swords, he's walking away. His friends are walking away from him. But he's got all of their swords, that he would rather win than have friends. He would always needs to be right. It's winning at all cost, and even though he won, he's all alone. So maybe that there is an argumentative nature about you, that you feel that you need to prove your point, maybe because there's some kind of shame associated with being incorrect that was put on you in your youth or in other situations, that perhaps you take it to heart when, or some kind of shame. You feel a lot of shame when you find yourself incorrect, and that's why the argumentative comes in, that you would rather be right and alone than be compromising sometimes, and possibly even admit your faults and wrongs. So maybe that's something that needs to be looked at, and whether it's you or people in your environment. And maybe that's why you're the magician leader. Maybe that's why, because it's your environment that wants to win at all costs and brings you a lot of shame of being incorrect, and so maybe you kind of shut down, or maybe somebody overreacts a lot as well. So when they overreact, you kind of just start hiding things and doing things in secret. But that could be by not communicating, and that's where communication breaks down, that nobody trusts each other, that maybe you get in arguments that you feel belittled, or vice versa, or both, on both parts. And now there is a bad lack of communication because you feel that you're right in this argument, or somebody does. But a lot of immature communication has been going on, and it's like you have one foot out the door, you don't want to deal with it, you're unhappy and you're unfulfilled and you want to move away. Perhaps you did move away in the past, and now you're kind of in the stage where, it's like that practice breakup where it's never takes sometimes the first time, and you're still arguing with your partner, or there's some kind of breakup that happened, and you're kind of like working out the details about splitting assets, moving, things like that. But you don't really want to fight anymore. You would rather win or be right and alone than compromise the issue, because you guys just don't communicate well. You don't get along. There's and somebody, and I don't know, things just always become an argument, so you guys don't even want to talk and work things out anymore. Not only is there lack of communication, there's no communication, because when there is communication, it's toxic and immature communication. Now, in the past that you moved away, your goals for the situation, your conscious awareness, the best that can be accomplished at present is the 10 of Pentacles. Your goals is that you want to create family business. Your goals is that you would like to build something from the ground up that will bring you, not only you wealth, but like generational wealth, to work on your own career and business and make it flourish. And that's your ultimate goal. And to start putting money away, really focus on your job, your career, your business, your foundation, your tangible foundation, because you're like, hey, if the relationship didn't work, You put a lot of time and energy into this high conflict issue. And it's like now you can just focus on what you have to focus, because it became quite heavy and trying, and more time and energy was put out in arguing with a person than it was to focus on the tangible things and the everyday things that you needed to do. Now, what's ahead of you, what's just before you, the future, the well. You have a particular wish in mind, something you feel that's divinely guided. You're trying to implement a wish, a divine gift, or a divine purpose, and you're trying to put that in motion. And really, you're hiding things because you want to focus on what you need to focus on, your life goals and your direction in life, not people that's going to be high conflict and weigh you down, and you're continually working on a situation that makes you unhappy. How you see yourself, 6 of Cups. Maybe you're reminiscing about the past situation, reminiscing about the good times, about this person or job situation or family unit. Maybe if with a tinge of, I guess reminiscent can be described as too, as like, comes with a bit of depression. Because if everything was really amazing and happy, and that you want to focus on day to day and every moment of the day, you really wouldn't have a lot of time and energy to reminisce on things past. So definitely a reminiscing situation, thinking about the past soulmate, past situation. Your environment, your home, your surroundings, Page of Wands. Somebody wants to give you a message about movement, about wanting to move towards you, about some kind of action. They either want to send you out a message, or they have already sent you out a message. Maybe that's what's making you reminiscent about this person and things past. Maybe because they're thinking about you, or they reached out to you already. What's your hopes and fears? 9 of Swords. That's interesting for you fear that this person brings you a lot of anxiety because the last time you dealt with this person or situation, they really put a number on you. They hurt you. You had a lot of fear and anger and resentment associated with the situation, and you're afraid that you'll continue to stay there as long as you deal with this person. Maybe you're having trouble sleeping, nightmares, bad dreams. Maybe feeling a lot of anxiety because this has been such a big change. And you're just trying to deal with the situation at hand. And you fear that if you keep dealing with this person, that you'll continually be here. 9 of Swords. You see how sad she is, crying in her hands, riddled with anxiety and fear and resentment and fears of the unknown. Maybe this person kept you in the dark a lot, or You had a high amount of anxiety dealing with them because it was such a high conflict, unsteady ground that you or this person didn't really feel all that safe. But the outcome, what you'll gain from this experience, the reward, the quality or tool that will help you achieve a breakthrough, Ace of Cups. This is a new emotional beginning. This is starting something new. This is wanting to start something brand new, possibly with somebody else. Maybe you're going to meet somebody who will want to give you an emotional offer. Maybe this is something that's right up ahead of you when you learn to release yourself from all of the past pain, resentment, and anxieties that you have. It's important that when you reminisce that you see things for what they are and how they really were, instead of romanticizing things and seeing things as not so bad. You know, people have a separation and they tend to only remember the good times, and it's easy to do that when you reminisce. And if this was a toxic situation, I think it's best to write down all of the negative things that have happened and that you've done to them and they've done to you and that happened with the other. So it could actually give you a correct perspective as to what you're seeing, because you don't want this reminiscent wishing feeling, this dreams feeling about something or someone that really didn't fulfill you in the first place, but the separation starts to make you feel like it's your fault or it wasn't that bad and maybe we should try it again because I'm reminiscing and thinking about only the good times. Listen, like, if this is someone from the past, I would continue to move forward. I mean, that's just me. Maybe with somebody new, because if you're dealing with somebody that you just don't get along with and you have constant power struggles and lack of communication, then it seems like it's going to be a lot of the same when you go back into it with this person. What has really changed? You both are still the same person, you just had some time in between, and all because you had some time in between, it doesn't mean you guys are new people now. If they're adults and they're immature and don't know how to communicate and who constantly need to argue and fight, and then they're gonna be like that when you get back together. And if you tend to do that to them, that dynamic will continue. Maybe you're going to meet someone up ahead, 10 of Pentacles, maybe someone who has maybe you will meet somebody up ahead that will offer you a new emotional beginning. Maybe somebody who does have their own resources, but it's important that you look to build your own from the ground up, and it's going to take a lot of work, and whatever you're building business-wise or career-wise, I really see it like a labor of love. It's a labor of love, and it's going to take a lot of work, but it will actually give you a whole lot of tangible wealth, not only for yourself, but for your family to come as well. But, you know, you get what you put into it. And whatever you put into it, I definitely see a good outcome from it. I definitely see results, because the reason why you love it and the reason why it connects with you so much is because, you know, it was something that was divinely given to you, like a gift that was given to you from the divine. And when you find something that you love, you know, it becomes less of a job, but more of a labor of love, and, you know. So move away from the past. Because you got a lot better things coming up ahead of you. Because all this stuff around here, I don't want to. Knight of Wands, defensiveness, Ten of Wands, overwhelm, emotional unfulfillment, conflict, non-compromising, lack of communication, immature communication, fighting. You know, it doesn't seem like this is going to take you to where you want to be eventually. And, you know, even if we're good people, bad relationships turns good people into monsters. And when you're in a toxic relationship or toxic job or situation, you find yourself turning into someone that you never thought you would be. Resentful, angry, argumentative. Find yourself snapping at your loved ones or the people who aren't even involved or around you. Everything becomes so much more harder and dramatic and difficult, and you start losing sight of your goals and the things that you need to do for yourself that would be a betterment for your life. But I mean, they're gonna reach out to you with a message, and it's gonna make you feel some kind of way, and I don't think it's gonna be in a good way. Maybe they want to give you another offer, but what I see here from the both of you, I don't think, if it's someone from the past, it's going to be harmonious. You got the Ten of Wands here, overworked, overburdened. Nine of Wands, defensiveness. You know, you want a partner, not a burden. You know, I'm sure that's what anybody wants. And if it becomes a burden, you would rather be alone. I mean, that's how I feel about it, right? So, what is your advice from Spirit, Libra? Advice from Spirit. Advice from Spirit. Advice from Spirit. Advice from Spirit. More advice from Spirit. Oh, Jesus, no. So right now you are in a holding period, as in like movement wise with certain things. It's important to keep your head down and keep working towards your goals. It's important for you to think about what happened in the situation honestly. How much of it was really you what did you contribute to the issue? Did you stay longer than you should have? Were you not honest when you didn't want to be there? Were things were done without communicating, which builds up to resentment, which made a simple thing that could have been fixed with communication really toxic? Because you're not asking yourself why that things happened the way they did, and perhaps you need to really sit down and ask yourself why, and to contemplate how much of this was really you. Because everything that happens to our life, it's pretty much is from the decisions that we've made, that we put ourselves in, because it seems like this is a continuous fight. It seems like you have continuous same problems with other people and relationships that you had with others from the past. Maybe this is the same fight with the same relationship or the same boss, and you feel like it's just the same thing with different faces and different situations, because it's karmic. It's trying to tell you that there's something in particular as into why you choose this certain partners who can be possibly passive aggressive, or who plays mind games, or why you do that, Libra. Possibly, maybe it's a need to figure out a better way to communicate, and how you don't communicate is what kind of makes things go out of control. And if you just leave the situation or person, then you'll jump back into the same situations in another relationship, whether it's a love relationship, family relationship, boss relationship, work relationship, because no matter where you go, there you are. If there is things that you are contributing that causes the way that people see you or perceive you or deal with you, then it's time to look at yourself as to what is it that you are contributing to this situation, and in order to not make it continually happen over and over again in many different aspects in your life. Now, it's time for you to put the work in, do the things that you need to do, take care of the tangible things, and, don't be impulsive. It's important you do things in a systematic way, try to get organized, and learn by experience. It's like that by the book. It's like that journal that you write down over the situations, that you can actually look back on it and ask yourself if that's a fair analysis of it, what really happened. And that's going to help you work out a lot of things, on top of getting really, really organized to actually start moving towards your goals. Because the universe is trying to make you see something in particular, and that's why we continually come up with situations that reflect past situations, because it's trying to make you aware of what is going on around you, what is repeating. Is it the type of people that you're involved with? Is it the type of people that you seek out? And just know, your situation doesn't choose you, and your situation and life, it doesn't happen to you. You are the captain of that ship that sails towards the waters of your life. You hold the keys and direction. So where is it that you are giving up your power? It's time to look within. It's time to start listening to your intuition, because I feel like you're getting intuitive nudges into the direction that you need to go and where to be, but it's important to ask yourself why, and what is it that you're contributing to this issue, or issues that mirror issues from the past. It's time to go. It's time to go. And start putting work in towards things that's gonna bring you a better result than just continuous conflict. Because if you have a conflict, really high conflict situation, you're gonna, it just drops your energy level, it keeps you in a negative space, and it holds you back from the things that you need to do. But that's what I got for you, Libra. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And there's a donation box below if you would like to donate to the channel. And sometimes I leave little extra excerpts on the bottom of the comment section below or in the header. You know, if anything else intuitively comes after this message. Alrighty then. Take care and much love and light to you. Bye.